In this video, I wanted to talk about my experience with the Starr Double Action revolver as it compares to the Colt, and I want to specifically talk about how to pull the trigger. This is a cap and ball revolver from back in the Civil War era, and it actually carries a lot of controversy with it. A lot of people say they're good for nothing except boat anchors. I want to talk about my findings with the revolver and how I think that it is just a big misunderstanding going back 150 years or so. Alright, so I just watched Duelist 1954's video. Mike Bellevue is his name, and he's a great YouTuber. Check him out if you don't, but I would assume if you're watching me, you're watching his videos. He just posted a video this morning on the Starr revolver, and I'm hoping that he sees a video that I shared with him about mine, but I thought I would post this for a little more details. So let's start with the Colt revolver, and this is going to be similar to the trigger on a Remington or anything else, Spencer or anything like that. So you cock your hammer, put your trigger finger in, pull your trigger, and it goes off, falls with no problem. And if you try that with the Starr, your action binds up. More than likely. Well, that time it went off, but there we go. It bound up. What I have discovered, and if you look at the two triggers, you see that they're shaped different. I believe the initial designers of the Starr had this in mind, and it wasn't transferred to the actual users of the revolver. So if you hold high and put your finger so it's pushing more in the upward direction, you can get this thing to go off very, very reliably. I have shot this hundreds and hundreds of times, and it does not bind up if you do that. If you watch my initial video, and I'll put a link in the description to that video, you'll find that I had all kinds of trouble with this revolver until something just came to me and I held my hand a little bit different and put that upward force onto the trigger. Ever since then, I have not had issues. We all know about the M16 and the problems that it had initially in Vietnam, and that was just based on government bureaucracy. Well, government bureaucracy goes back to the Civil War days, and this is a great book about Hiram Berdan and the Sharpshooter brigade that he tried to form in a specific rifle, Berdan's Sharps rifle. It talks a lot about government bureaucracy in this book. Goes back to the Civil War days, probably goes back a lot further than that. So Starr actually, at government request, came up with a single action because this wouldn't work for a lot of people. I think they were pulling the trigger wrong, and it was binding up. Could be wrong, but that's what I think. Alright, I hope you guys like this video, and I'm hoping some other owners of Starrs will see this and let me know your experience. If you pull that trigger a little bit different, does it bind up on you? Thanks.